Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called GUNBUSTER. This was created by Taito in 1992, and it ran on the Taito SZ hardware, and it was probably the first title on that hardware. This is not related to the anime GUNBUSTER. I thought initially when I'd heard of GUNBUSTER that maybe they were related. It is not. It's not at all related. This is a first-person shooter, and it's one of the earliest free-roaming first-person shooter games. It came out the same year as, I guess, Wolfenstein 3D. But a lot of people really like this. I'm not a huge fan of it. You are in this enclosed space, and you control this mech from a first-person perspective, and you have to destroy another mech. Well, actually, it's a cyborg that you have to take down. This is set in the future, and you have to take down several cyborgs because you're a bounty hunter on these cyborgs. But each level has you in a certain enclosed area where you have to take down this cyborg. And sometimes they'll have several cronies trying to take shots at you. But the controls are kind of interesting. You have a gun, and you turn it left and right. It swivels. And you'll move the crosshairs around that way, and you pull the trigger to fire. And you have a secondary weapon that's a little bit stronger against the enemy. It's kind of a cool Blade Runner-esque type of atmosphere at times. Although these are cyborgs and not, what was it, replicants? But
GUNBUSTER.
It's kind of interesting. A number of people like this. I wasn't a huge fan. You can choose from one of 4 different guys, and there is a 2-player deathmatch mode. You can play a 2-player simultaneous play, but you select one of 4 guys to start with, and they each have different looking shots. I'm not sure one is stronger than another. But you have a joystick to move your character forward, backward, left, and right. And you have the gun to swivel your crosshairs around. And at the same time, you can turn your vision to the left and right. And you just hold down the trigger to fire a steady stream of shots. And your secondary button will fire the secondary shot, which is a little tiny bit stronger than your regular shot. And you have the life meter of the enemy at the top in blue, and your life meter is at the bottom in pink. And here is the first level, and you're in this elevator, this glass elevator, and you can shoot the walls out. And you'll need to be able to hit the enemy. But this is basically all it is game after game as you're in this enclosed space. The enemy will shoot rockets at you, and those rockets can really hurt if you let them just pelt you. You'll see an indicator to tell you where the enemy is at. If you're not seeing him on screen, it'll say move left or move right, or left turn, right turn, whatever. I'm not very good at this by any means. Now he has other enemies that'll fire rockets too. This game needs a little bit more variety to it, I think. I mean, it's okay that they're in enclosed spaces. This is the most enclosed. There's more, there's wider open areas later on. And you get this creepy guy that tells you about the next enemy you have to take down. But we'll go on to stage 2. Now we're on this rooftop. And we chase this guy going all around these corners. Really, this guy is a snap. Just stay right on his tail and keep shooting him. Notice that I don't have much energy to start this level. I finally got it up. Got the courage to start following him closely. You just have to get right on his tail. He's already turned around the corner. Stay right on his tail and keep shooting him. Emulating the controls was kind of difficult. Just go with ESDF and IJKL and G and H as the buttons. But it's still kind of difficult to control sometimes. See, this is the way you want to go. Just follow him. Do not let up and just keep pelting his ass. You know, some areas you can shoot like elevator glass walls, and you might shoot barrels and stuff, but they only give you points. I think they should give you like weapon power-ups to make the game more interesting. To me, it was just kind of blah. And now here, you have to move out of the way. You cannot shoot their bullets. Get out of the way, or you're going to get hit. And you can strafe, of course. You can hide behind certain objects. I couldn't quite get used to the controls yet. Oh well, I died. You can continue and you'll start the level over. I think I chose not to right here, but I will show you at least snippets of the rest of the game. And there's like a total of 8 levels that you play. And at some points you can choose to play against a different guy, and sometimes you get these assassins that pop up, and those are the henchmen of this cyborg boss or whatever. I think I put on invincibility at this point, but again, you cannot shoot those bullets down, so you have to get out of the way. Just learn to strafe. And again, you have a joystick to move yourself backward and forward, and you can use the gun swivel to move the sights left and right. But this was suggested by YouTube user Juan Teddy Bear. Hope you enjoy your weekend. It is Columbus Day weekend, so I got a 3-day weekend. I get all the national holidays. It's kind of nice working for the government. But yeah, your score is in dollar figures, not just points. And now this time it takes place in an underground garage, or looks like it anyway, and he's got these roving robots that'll take pot shots at you. You have to finish it in time, or you have to spend a continue, and I almost ran out of time there. I think later on in the video I gave myself infinite time just so I could make sure I got through it. Raw, great. Oh no, he said aha. It's hard to read. But at this point, you can choose which level you want to go to next. And now here is the enemy I've got to face next. And like I said before, there will be sometimes different things you can shoot. There will be some enemies that take a lot of shots. You can shoot these supports, whatever they are. You can sometimes shoot glass cases or stuff. And like I was saying before, I think that those things should, like, have special weapons that you can pick up. Yeah, the secondary weapon that you have right now, it should be stronger than it is. I think it's not a whole lot stronger than your regular weapon. And that's the end of that boss. Yeah, I'd never seen this in arcades. It's okay. I'm not a huge fan of it by any means. A number of people liked it because it was one of the earliest free-roaming first-person shooter games. And here is the next boss I've got to face. If you stop it, the money is big. But now we're going on open water, which is a little less claustrophobic than the earlier levels, especially the first one. But this boss is kind of tough to get a beat on. He can disappear, he can go underwater, and then emerge. But yeah, you can choose from one of 4 different characters, and they each have different endings, and we'll look at all the endings a little bit later. But, yeah, I had to put on infinite time because that boss kept disappearing under the water. But yeah, I'm not sure that one character is all that much better than another. They each have a different shot. One's like a laser, and one's like a mine. But, yeah, we'll look at all their endings later on. And again, stage 8, I believe, is the last stage. Notice how quickly his life is going down. He's not the boss. We'll see a life bar for his henchmen. And you can destroy these little statue thingies. And again, they're just for points. I think that they should yield some sort of power-up or something to make the game a little more interesting. But yeah, the first time that I heard of this game, the GUNBUSTER anime had been out already by like 3 years or so. And I thought maybe it was related, so I gave it a shot, and I was like, oh, I guess it's not. And this is another henchman. I don't believe this is the boss here. But there will be spaces between these crates, or not crates, but whatever they are, these walls. And some of them you have to wait a second before the door will open. But there's like some creepy brain guy after this. And that was another henchman, so we have to find the final boss. Some of the graphics I think are kind of messed up, or they weren't emulated quite right. Yeah, we'll scoot forward to me beating him, and again I put it on infinite time. Now there is an automatic explosion device. Your game will... you'll have to spend a continue if you don't get out in time. You have 30 seconds to find the exit. And you'll get directions to tell you where you need to go. We'll go through here real quick, and you just go straight here. And now you have to face the final boss. Mission complete. And you go to mission 8. Although it doesn't state it as mission 8. You'll just see the boss here. Creepy brain thing in a flying jar. A little bit of dialogue before you start the battle. That makes me laugh. I'm gonna get the creep. But yeah, I still have on invincibility. Use your secondary weapon. Scoot forward a little bit and watch me defeat him. He has his robotic henchman running around trying to take pot shots at you or shoot missiles at you or whatever. Now the whole thing starts collapsing. You don't have to get out. The game will automatically make you do it. You'll walk through the fire. Was there supposed to be sound there? But there is your guy flying out. I thought initially maybe you were in a mech, but maybe you aren't. I guess not. But that is Gunbuster by Taito in 1992, and here is this character's ending. Having himself a drink. And then here are the credits. And again, we'll look at the other characters' endings. But that is Gunbuster by Taito in 1992. And like I said, it got some recognition because it was a very early free-roaming first-person shooter game. This and what was it, Wolfenstein 3D were two of the earliest titles that were free-roaming first-person shooter games. I'm not a big fan of it, really. They really could have made it more interesting if you could blow certain things up and get upgraded weapons from them, or go to a shop with your money and buy better weapons or something. To me, it's a little teeny bit on the dull side. Not a bad game, but needed a little more variety, I think. But once again, don't confuse this with the anime Gunbuster. They're totally not related. Gunbuster had these young girls piloting mechas and trying to thwart an alien invasion. I saw it a long time ago. But that is Gunbuster by Taito in 1992. Very early example of a free-roaming first-person shooter game. And again, we'll look at the other endings in just a moment. Now you got to enter your name. Spinning CD in the initial selection screen for some reason. And there we go. Let's look at the other characters' endings. Sorry, I don't know why that turned... Well, maybe it fixed itself, but Looks pretty dark here in the picture. While I'm running it through Windows Movie Maker. Well, the first one showed a guy crushing a cyborg head, and then the second one had a guy in the rain, and this one has a guy at the beach with his girlfriend. But that was Gunbuster by Taito in 1992, and early example of a free-roaming first-person shooter. Was this Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Gunbuster by Taito in 1992, and this was suggested by YouTube user Juan Teddy Bear. See you later with another video. Bye, folks.